Today, I want to share with you General Cure from API. Don't go anywhere. What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How's everybody doing out there in fish tank land? Today, I want to share with you one of my favorite medications that I use within my hobby. This is actually a combination of two medications. It's General Cure from API. It's a combination of Metronidazole and praziquantel. Two really awesome medications for treating internal and external parasites. I want to go ahead and go over both of the medications separately and just give you an idea of what they individually treat for, and then I want to share with you how I use it within my hobby. The first medication within this product is going to be Metronidazole. There's 500 milligrams of Metronidazole for every teaspoon within General Cure. Metronidazole is an antibiotic and an antiprotozoal, which means it treats for anaerobic bacteria and protozoa. These are going to be intestinal parasites, parasites on the outside and the inside of the fish. Metronidazole is also a good choice for bacteria and parasites found in low oxygen and high bioload aquariums and ponds. And it is highly effective for protozoan parasite infections. Some of you might have had contact with metronidazole if you have a cat or a dog, or you've actually had an internal parasite of your own. It is definitely used by veterinarians for all kinds of animals and also in humans. Praziquantel is an anthelmintic, which means it is an anti-worm medication. This medication will treat for worms that are found within the bloodstream, as well as liver flukes and gill flukes. On top of that, it also treats for skin flukes, flatworms, and tapeworms. Keep in mind, praziquantel does not treat for pinworms and roundworms. Now, the instructions on the bottle say to treat 1 teaspoon for every 20 gallons every 48 hours. I personally do not do that because this is a pretty expensive medication and I don't want to fly right through it. Plus, I don't want to stress my fish out by treating them every 48 hours with a new dose. I like to go ahead and give them about 4 to 5 days depending on the condition of the fish. If the fish is really sick, I might actually even do it 48 hours to 72 hours. But typically I do about 5 days, maybe 6, and then I do a water change and I remedicate. It seems to work well for me and I don't go through a large amount of medication. And you want to keep in mind, just like many other medications, you want to go ahead and remove any kind of active carbon filter before working with this medication, before dosing with it. I found it pretty interesting. Some people actually like to use vodka to help dissolve the praziquantel and the metronidazole. That was pretty interesting. I actually use a magnetic stir. I have a magnetic stir and I put it into a beaker and I let it mix with the magnetic stir for about 20 to 30 minutes and dissolve all of the medication within a certain amount of water before adding it into the aquarium. Some other people actually like to go ahead and just sprinkle the medication into the aquarium and let the fish have a chance to eat it like food and get it right into their intestinal tract to help kill those internal parasites. So I just want to go over the dosage of medication within this product. This product contains 500 milligrams of metronidazole per teaspoon and 150 milligrams of praziquantel per teaspoon. This is actually a really good product. I would have to say, when you're trying to quarantine or treat new fish or wild fish and you want to go ahead and do what you can, the first step you would be working with this along with EM erythromycin, which is going to be the next video in this series, and also ICX to go ahead and help clean all kinds of fungus and whatnot off the outside of the fish. This is definitely part of the trio that Corey from Aquarium Co-op preaches about. So I definitely like to use this trio first, and then I also like to do some other things. Obviously, first and foremost, I always like to put a little bit of salt into the aquarium, as you've seen in my first video before this. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. Have it in the cards above and in the link below in the comments. But this is definitely a really important thing. And then after these, the trio and salt, I also like to do levamisole. I'm going to have a video on that coming up after erythromycin, so you can check that out. Levamisole is another really awesome dewormer that I like to work with, very similar to the praziquantel and the metronidazole. So I hope this helps some of you out that are just getting into the hobby or just dealing with a sick fish. If you're not subscribed to this content and you like it and you want to see more of it, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell icon for all notifications. And remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.